Hey everyone, remember this? Well, I decided I couldn't stand it anymore. The center of gravity was just too dang high, and the limitations of that unitary boat hull that I really wanted to use were just too significant. So I took it apart and I put it in a new hull that's kind of made with bricks, except for the bow piece. You know, it's sort of the bow section that's mostly made from those preformed parts that you saw me get in a recent Bricklink haul. The major thing here though is that I have gone one stud on either side wider than those preformed pieces, wide enough in fact that I'm able to put the containers inside the hull. So I was able to lower those down quite a bit, chopped off, just lopped off the top of the superstructure there above the bridge, made it relatively flat, and just made the entire thing much lower and more like I wanted. And really the catalyst for this was just looking at it in my city, in my harbor, next to my much larger, supposedly in-universe, full-sized container ship. And this is supposed to be a feeder, and it just shouldn't tower over the other one, and it was towering over it. So I did some transplant surgery to take most of the wheelhouse segment from the original and bring it over to here, and then the rest was pretty much just built up from pieces that I had. It's not the best thing, but I think it's a lot better than it was before. You know, just lowering these containers. I actually could lower these containers at least another brick farther down. I artificially raised them up to get them to peak up just a little bit. Now that I think about it, maybe I could just take one layer. I don't know, it gets a little bit tricky because of the studs on the side construction here. I could take two, that would be a little bit easier. Wow, you're seeing this from the angle that I have not myself seen it before. Some things need to be straightened out there just a little bit. But I didn't want the superstructure to be too far over the top of the container, since it's supposed to have kind of an aerodynamic thing going on. It's supposed to be a very fast, short run, sprinting ship. But yeah, we'll see how that works out. I actually like having the folks in the bridge, or on the bridge, being able to see back. You know, I mean, obviously it's got the sensors, it's got cameras and everything, but I don't know. I just think this is much better. So stern, this part looks better to me, much better, especially being shorter, more compact. This part down here, nah, need to work. I just tried experimenting with some things, but overall the whole thing is just significantly better. So this goes back into my harbor now, where it looks much more comfortable. It doesn't block out completely the view of the supposedly much larger ship, and actually a fair bit larger with quite a lot more cargo hauling capacity, but you know, it just fits into the scene better and makes more sense. So that's that. Thank you for watching, and let's do a little city update.